All right, simple divorce by summons. A simple divorce by summons is when there's no minor children involved in the relationship and there are no financial expectations, financial ties still. So there's no joint accounts, there's no joint credit cards, there's no alimony, there's no financial exchanges or asking anything financial from the other person. And finally, the last requirement is that the person does not want to cooperate, but you do know where this person lives. So how it works is our process is we will prepare, you'll do an intake. On the intake, we will need date of marriage, place of marriage, your names, address for both of you, your phone number, your email, your date of birth. From the other person, we just need the name and the address. Once we receive that, we'll need 140 deposit to prepare the forms. We usually prepare them the same day, business day, that we get the payment. We'll send them to you by email. As well, if you want us to send them in the mail, we can, and you'll have that option in the intake to do that. And we'll do the same day. We'll send them to the post office along with a prepaid, pre-stamped envelope to send them back to us. The forms will need to be signed in front of a notary. And once we receive them, the last payment of 140 is due in order for us to prepare it and file it in court. If you qualify for the court filing fee waiver, and we can discuss that, you can call us and we can discuss the option, or you can check in our website. But if you're low income and you qualify to have the court filing fee waiver, we absolutely help you file for that. And if approved, then you don't have to pay the sheriff's fee. If it is, as long as the other party, your spouse, lives in the state of Florida. If the person lives outside of Florida, you will have to pay for the sheriff fee, even if you qualify for the court filing fee waiver in Florida. But if your spouse lives in another state, definitely you will most likely have to pay that fee. If it's a sheriff, it's talking about $40 to $50 average. You also have a choice of hiring a process server, and we usually look at a couple of options for you so that you know which one to go with. We prefer private because we can email the documents to the process server private, and instead of mailing. So it may be a little more, but there's more control. We'll have a contact name, and it's just better to get feedback from the process server versus a sheriff that everything is done through the mail. So once we file the case, we'll get a case number, and we'll file that in your county, not where you got married, but where you live, because you may have to do business with the court. So we will submit the case for you electronically, and then you will get the summons probably from the court by email. You'll send that to us, and we'll do what we have to do in order to get a packet ready for the process server or the sheriff. Once your spouse gets served, he or she will have 20 calendar days to file a response to the court. Regardless, if the person responds that I'm in agreement, I don't need anything, just send me the final judgment, that's great. The court will set up a hearing, and at this point, most of the hearings are done through Zoom, and it takes like 5 minutes, so it will be a very quick thing. If the person says it's not an agreement because of XYZ, then you guys will be sent to court-appointed mediation. That's something that you will attend. Again, usually it's done by phone or by Zoom at the moment, and you will be able to attend. You'll be able to attend. If the other person doesn't show up, basically you'll get whatever you get. It will go straight to a hearing with the judge in order to get you divorced. If the person attends and he explains why he's not in agreement with the divorce, let's say the person still loves you, the court cannot keep you married, so you will still be able to get divorced. The mediator will ask you, or the judge will ask you how you feel about that. I am done. If you say I'm done, I have thought about this long and hard. We tried everything and it's just not working. They will divorce you. The court doesn't really want to get involved with the drama. They just want to know, can we move forward or not? And if we cannot move forward, why stopping it from moving forward, trying to get you guys to reach an agreement? Let's say there's some financial stuff that you didn't know about or you didn't care to report. Then, you guys will have an opportunity to mediate that situation so that you can then move the case towards the judge so the judge can schedule the hearing and blah, and get you divorced. How long this case can take, we don't know. Obviously, there's a lot of moving pieces. And what we do is that we prepare the documents, we file them for you in the courthouse, we get him served, and then depending on what he does or doesn't do, he or she does or doesn't do, then we'll, if there's more paperwork to be filed to move it along, we'll do that. We're not attorneys, so we cannot contact the courthouse on your behalf. We cannot attend hearings with you or anything like that. But the value in hiring us is that we'll be able to move the case along through the pieces and the deadlines that the court will have. In any extra documentation that they ask you for, any letters they send you, you can send them to us and we'll let you know, okay, this is what you need to do or this is what we can do for you. And so you'll be at least have like a consultant with you during the divorce process until you're divorced. And we'll be with you until the end with no additional fee. So yeah, that's it. The cost is $280, $140 the deposit to get the forms prepared, and another $140 to get the case filed and the sheriff involved and the rest of it. And if you qualify for the court filing fee waiver, we'll help you qualify for that, apply for that, get the court filing fee waived, which will save you $408. And if the person lives in the state of Florida, the $40 for the sheriff will also be waived. All right. If you have any questions, my number is 800-474-1970. I'm sorry, 800. It's a long day. 474-1970. That's our 1-800 number. All right. Thank you so much. And I hope that we get a chance to work with you. Take care.